I'm here with cArn and DSN following their victory in the Global Challenge in Shanghai. Prior to the final, it was said that all odds were against you. It didn't really seem like it, as you kind of managed to win easy against Tyler. What happened in that final?
Well, before the match I said that all odds were against us, but I mean, it was because we usually lose finals in China. But now we won World Extreme Masters or World Esports.
World Esports Masters.
Yeah, World Esports Masters. Back in December, and this is our second straight tournament win in China. So maybe we've broken the curse, or it seems like that at least. So I mean, the final was a bit easier than the Navi game, I would say. So we played a good game in the final, and it was pretty convincingly, at least in 2 maps.
Playing the best of 3 format, a lot of people have been saying that it's the best one for Counter-Strike at least. But looking at the previous tournaments, you faced Navi in the semi-final, and I suppose you kind of took that as the final. Is that the downside of best of 3, or how do you take that into account?
I think that best of 3 double elim would be the best, but we've had an argument about this, Patrick and I, because he thinks that time is money for the organizers, but at this tournament I think there were not a lot of teams here, so could have used the time better, and I think they would have managed to play a best of 3 double elim, which is, I mean, I think that's the best at least.
It really depends how many teams that goes to the playoff. A tournament such as ESWC having a best of 3 double elim, I think that's no way they can pull that off. But here they have four teams going to the playoff, and that should be possible. But they decided to have the group stage one group one day, and the next group the second day, where I think they can easily manage to have both group stages the same day, because we just sat there for hours waiting for our games. So it really depends on the situations, but I think if we compare single elim best of 3 to a double elim, I think I prefer the best of 3 single elim.
I think I do too, but
yeah, obviously we as a player, we would love to play more, or make sure that if we play Navi in the first quarter-final, let's say, as we did in ESWC, we would get a second chance if there would be the double elim. But of course, the time is money, as Holly said. I think we should be happy with the best of 3 single elim.
So starting off on Nuke, talk us through. You said you were happy to play Nuke against them, even though they won 16-0. What was the success story on this map?
I think we had a bit of a hard time with their B8 splits and B8 rushes. We usually have, I mean, that's usually what the teams do when they win rounds against us, like B8 splits and B8 rushes. But we won the pistol round. It was a 3-on-3 situation, which is always good. Get a good start, and I think we haven't played a whole lot with Gux because we didn't have a lot of time for like Game Gun and Shanghai. So Nuke is a pretty easy map to play as CT, I think, and also our T game without tactics, or with not a lot of tactics, is pretty good. So that's why we favor Nuke this early in the new team, I would say.
And switching over to Train, you managed a 13-2 as a CT. Then they went on to play a great CT side to begin with. Then you seemed to figure out what to attack and where to attack. Was that what happened?
Yeah, I think you pretty much sum it up. They got 2 rounds as terrorists with the pistol round, which means we bought the 3rd round and won 13 consecutive rounds. So we felt pretty confident going into the terrorist side, but also we knew what happened in Game Gun last weekend, I believe. Pretty much proved that T can be very difficult against any given team with a proper sniper, and they had that in Savage, Tyler player, and the Polish guys had it in Pasha, Neo, and the other guys. So what we lacked in the beginning of the terrorist side was proper spawns to do rushes, and we were kind of out sync with the spawns and the money. So every time we had good spawns, we were on an echo round, but as the games went on, we got more money from losing, and we got the spawns we needed, and we won the rounds.
So, yeah, but also to notice that we haven't played a whole lot on Train, and Train is especially hard, I think, when you don't have a good team playing good tactics, to play slow, because it's so much about timing. And I think we will be better as terrorists on Train in the future, because you can be good, but
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of adaptation and yeah, timing, as Holly said, because now we have just played a couple of weeks or a week.
Yeah, or a couple of days.
So a victory here gave you a check, of course, but it also gave you direct access to the Season 5 finals. Is that something you take into account going into this tournament? I mean, some tournaments where you have to qualify, some teams struggle and end up not qualifying. Is that a big relief to qualify as one of the first teams?
I think it's really good to do that, because that means we can future online stage that we have pretty much had trouble in the past. I think pretty much ending up in the relegation games, winning 2-1 in maps against, I think it was Danish teams, I don't know, but it was very tight games. It could have went either way, and people starting to DDoS us and everything. And you don't want to have people DDoSing you when you have a spot in the final where $50,000 is, and how prestigious that event is with all these top teams. I'd say the IEM final is the best tournament out there, competitive wise, admin wise, and prize money wise as well these days.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of people always want people to name MVP. This time it's Fnatic who went on the top, so I'm gonna question you. Who do you think is MVP of the final, and obviously of your team?
I think Gux on Nuke and Forced on Train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gux winning a couple of very important 1 versus 2 situation in bomb site B, where the rest of us just failed to deliver, so to speak, and he pretty much played really smart, smoked the doors and diffused, and I think we saw Forrest, not surprisingly, but pretty much hit every AWP shot he did throughout the round in train. So those guys were the guys to watch the demos from, I guess. But I think over the tournament, everybody had their sides on different map and matchups.
So up next there will be E-Stars in 2 weeks' time. Do you even have time to relax and prepare again? Now you've been attending 2 tournaments over 2 weeks. It's been I assume a hectic couple of weeks. Is there time to prepare?
Well, we will take, I mean, people have girlfriends, families, and we've been traveling for basically the whole summer, so gonna take a couple of days off and prepare a couple of days. So
play online.
Yeah, play online this time. We usually boot camp before tournaments, which means we have to travel to Stockholm, and it takes time. So now we're gonna play online and yeah. It's nice to play online once in a while, because you can do all the things you do at home. You don't have to play Counter-Strike for the whole day. So it's going to be relieving.
But also I think from us winning Game Gun, that gained us a lot of confidence, and like we understand how good we can be. And we came here pretty much with the same preparation as Navi, our biggest rival. So for us, I think that was perfect situation for us, just going here and try to beat them again and ending up in the final. But of course, in the long term, as we said before, we have a problem with the timing on some maps, and after E-Stars, we're gonna have a couple of weeks break actually before the Fnatic Play tournament in September. But yeah, we're gonna have boot camp there and try to work a lot on the tactics, because I think we are the team to watch right now, and people will watch our demos and make sure they know everything about us before they get into battle.
And speaking of E-Stars, it's a bit untraditional tournament. You attend as representing East and West, and then later on you represent your own team. How are you looking forward to this?
I think we are really looking forward to it, because we love to go to Korea. Very nice people and just nice atmosphere in Seoul, and great food, of course. And also the tournament is kind of important to us to win, because we had actually won it 3 times in a row now. And winning it a 4th time would be great.
But we lost the Continental Cup yesterday.
Yeah, but as a team we always won the tournament.
So we're looking forward to winning Continental Cup and the individual tournament this time.
Alright, so congratulations, and wish you the best of luck at E-Stars. And if there's any final words, this is now.
Sure. Thanks all fans out there, especially the Chinese fans that showed up in Shanghai asking for autograph signatures and just being so nice to us and welcoming. And of course, thanks to MSI, SteelSeries, Bigfoot Networks, UGame and Slappa for making sure we can live our dream and having the best equipment travel the world playing computer games.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.